Hey, welcome back to my body care and reading channel. Today I'm going to finish up doing my toenails, remove the old polish and stick on some new polish. I have some Honeymoon Designs polish, they're stick-ons that I'm going to try out. Alright, so my hands are very sticky still well, not sticky, but full of lotion from this really good smelling citrus rose satin hands. So things might get a little tricky. Okay, so anyway, this is just my tray of stuff that I usually use. I'm gonna take my scissors here so I can get it open and save the packaging, and we'll eventually stick it in this. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna get some nail polish. So I'm using this 100% acetone. It's bad for your nails, but it gets the job done. I typically like to use the Mineral Fusion nail polish remover, but it leaks a lot and I just haven't bought it again because it's a little expensive. Alright, so I'm gonna move my tray out of the way here. Right, and we're just gonna go to town on removing the nail polish from the toes. And alright, so anyone done the summer reading program yet through the Metro Library System, or like their summer reading program for adults? And I'm going to do my toenails first because I need to redo my fingernails. I wouldn't do it without having to do that because you're doing polish that's going to start removing the polish on your toenails, your fingernails, as well as your toenails, hopefully your toenails too. So I like to read some mysteries. I'm reading the Tony Hilderman, A Thief of Time right now, and I like the audiobooks better, but the Libby app through the library that I have access to only has the ebook. Audio is just nicer. While I'm doing my nails, I can listen to the audiobook. Sometimes I do a movie as well. But the audiobook helps, I can focus a little better on the nails when I need to and look down and not have to miss something in the movie unless it's something I've seen before. So, but yeah, the Metro Library has got a really cool, they just redid their Belle Isle Library, and so I recommend checking that out. They're in Oklahoma City, right next to a mall, so you can always stop at the mall too. And they have put updates into their whole library. Hopefully it no longer smells, because it used to smell like a basement. Anyway, they made a maker space, and it's where you can do different DIY like tasks and things. So they've got some sewing machines with embroidery that you guys can check out, and there's a 3D printer. A lot of libraries are doing that right now, is doing a 3D printer, doing a maker space in general, and doing some STEMs things, so helping your kids learn math and science better, and just doing some practical fun things with that. And it's typically for adults as well. They're gonna have some access to computers like the Belle Isle has, where you can check out Chromebooks, and they have some iPads too that you can help like do some video editing and photo editing with the photos that you'll probably be taking with what they have in their makerspace. So definitely recommend checking that out. I think it's really awesome that they're doing that. It's stuff that you don't usually get access to, especially once you're out of school and not in an academic library anymore. You don't get access to things like that. Maybe your high school gave you some access to it. All depends how much funds you had. So it's where your tax dollars are really going to, and to therapy, because there's always grumpy library patrons that tell you, well, you should let me run all over you because I pay tax dollars. Never fun, especially when it's a full moon. But we put on a smile each day. That because we love books and we like to recommend them to you, and we like to that you use the library space. And so speaking of which, library space, there's Belle has put in some more library space, which I think is for meeting rooms, which is cool. It's the way libraries are going these days. All right, so we got them all cleaned up, and as you can see, there's some on my fingers, so awesome, which is again why I'm going to do this before I remove the nail polish off my nails. All right, so I have some scary things going on here with my toes, but we will take care of that eventually. All right, there's my scary cleaned toes. And at some point I might discuss how I've tried to help guide my big toes so that they're not ingrown, because apparently that is something that I have with my genetics. Awesome. Okay, so usually I clip them, and I'll probably buff them too with what I'm going to do with my fingernails, but I will go into detail with that because who really needs to see anyone else clip their toenails? They're kind of gross. And all right, thanks for listening. I know this was a bit long.